Did you know that something as simple as drinking water during your meals could be affecting your blood sugar levels in ways you never imagined? What if I told you that this common habit millions of people practice every single day might be sabotaging your metabolic health, contributing to energy crashes, weight gain, and even putting you at risk for diabetes? Stay with me because what I'm about to share could completely change the way you approach your meals and transform your health. Hello everyone and welcome back to Dr. Mandell Motivates. I'm Dr. Mandell and I'm so glad you're here today. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on life-changing health information. Today we're diving deep into a topic that affects nearly everyone watching this video right now. We're talking about drinking water with your meals and the shocking impact it has on your blood sugar levels. This isn't just theory, this is backed by science and clinical observations that I've witnessed firsthand in my practice over the years. So grab a pen and paper because you'll want to take notes on this one. Let's get started. Let me start by asking you a simple question. Do you drink water, juice, soda, or any beverage while you're eating your meals? If you answered yes, you're not alone. In fact, most people around the world do this without giving it a second thought. We've been conditioned to believe that drinking fluids with our meals is normal, even healthy. Restaurants automatically bring you water when you sit down. We grab a cold drink to wash down our food. It seems harmless, right? But what if this innocent habit is actually interfering with one of your body's most critical processes, blood sugar regulation? Your digestive system is an incredibly sophisticated mechanism that has evolved over millions of years. When you eat food, your body initiates a complex cascade of events designed to break down that food, extract nutrients, and regulate your blood sugar levels appropriately. But when you introduce large amounts of liquid during this process, you're essentially throwing a wrench into this finely tuned machine. Let me explain what happens on a physiological level. When you consume food, your stomach produces hydrochloric acid and various digestive enzymes. These substances are highly concentrated and precisely calibrated to break down the specific types of food you've eaten. The pH level in your stomach is incredibly acidic, typically ranging from 1.5 to 3.5. This extreme acidity is absolutely essential for proper protein digestion, nutrient absorption, and killing harmful bacteria that might enter your system through food. Now here's where things get problematic. When you drink water or any beverage during your meal, you're diluting these crucial digestive juices. Imagine you're trying to clean a greasy pan with concentrated dish soap. It works efficiently because the soap is strong and concentrated. But what if you kept adding more and more water to that soap? It becomes weaker, less effective, and takes much longer to do its job. The same principle applies to your stomach acid and digestive enzymes. When these digestive secretions become diluted, your stomach has to work much harder and much longer to break down your food. This means food sits in your stomach for extended periods. This delayed digestion has a direct and significant impact on your blood sugar levels. Instead of your food being broken down efficiently and your body absorbing glucose at a steady, controlled rate, the process becomes sluggish and irregular. Think about it like this. Your pancreas is constantly monitoring your blood sugar levels and releasing insulin accordingly. Insulin is the hormone that helps glucose enter your cells where it can be used for energy. When digestion is smooth and efficient, glucose enters your bloodstream at a predictable rate and your pancreas can respond appropriately. But when digestion is delayed and disrupted by excessive fluid intake, glucose enters your bloodstream erratically. This causes unpredictable spikes and crashes in blood sugar. These blood sugar fluctuations aren't just minor inconveniences, they have serious consequences for your health. When your blood sugar spikes rapidly, your pancreas has to release a flood of insulin to bring it back down. This can lead to what we call reactive hypoglycemia, where your blood sugar drops too low after the initial spike. You've probably experienced this yourself. That mid-afternoon energy crash, the sudden intense cravings for sweets or carbohydrates, the brain fog and irritability. These are all signs of blood sugar dysregulation. But the problems don't stop there. Over time, these repeated blood sugar spikes force your pancreas to constantly produce high levels of insulin. Your cells can become resistant to insulin's effects, a condition known as insulin resistance. This is the precursor to type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, fatty liver disease, and a host of other serious health conditions. It also makes weight loss extremely difficult because high insulin levels tell your body to store fat rather than burn it. Let me share some fascinating research that supports what I'm telling you. Studies have shown that diluting stomach acid significantly impairs the digestion of proteins and complex carbohydrates. When these macronutrients aren't broken down properly, they can ferment in your digestive tract, leading to bloating, gas, and inflammation. This inflammation further disrupts insulin signaling and blood sugar control. Additionally, when your stomach acid is diluted, you don't absorb nutrients as efficiently. Minerals like iron, calcium, magnesium, and zinc require an acidic environment for proper absorption. Vitamin B12 needs adequate stomach acid to be separated from the proteins it's bound to in food. So not only are you disrupting your blood sugar, you're also potentially creating nutritional deficiencies that affect everything from your energy levels to your immune function to your mental health. There's another critical factor we need to discuss, and that's the concept of osmolarity. Your digestive system is highly sensitive to the concentration of fluids passing through it. When you drink large amounts of water with your meals, especially cold water, you're changing the osmotic balance in your stomach and intestines. This can speed up gastric emptying, meaning partially digested food moves into your small intestine before it's been adequately broken down. This leads to even more blood sugar volatility because your body can't regulate glucose absorption as effectively. Cold beverages present an additional challenge. When you drink ice cold water or soda with your meal, you're literally cooling down your digestive system. Your body functions optimally at around 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Digestive enzymes work best at this temperature. When you introduce cold liquids, your body has to expend energy to warm everything back up to the proper temperature. This slows down the entire digestive process even further and diverts blood flow away from digestion to temperature regulation. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. But Dr. Mandell, I need something to wash my food down. I get thirsty when I eat. Here's the truth. If you're eating slowly, chewing your food thoroughly, and consuming foods with adequate moisture content, you shouldn't need large amounts of liquid to wash your food down. The urge to drink excessively during meals often indicates that we're eating too quickly, not chewing properly, or consuming overly dry or salty processed foods. Let me give you some practical guidelines that can make a tremendous difference in your blood sugar control and overall digestive health. First, try to avoid drinking anything for about 30 minutes before your meal. This allows your stomach to prepare for digestion by producing adequate acid and enzymes without premature dilution. During your meal, if you absolutely must drink something, limit it to small sips. I'm talking about 2 to 4 ounces maximum, not 16-ounce glasses. And make sure whatever you're drinking is room temperature or slightly warm, never ice cold. The best practice is to wait at least 30 to 60 minutes after your meal before drinking larger amounts of fluids. This gives your stomach time to do its initial work breaking down your food without interference. By the time an hour has passed, most of the critical digestive processes in your stomach are complete, and drinking water won't have the same disruptive effect. Here's another game-changing tip. Focus on chewing your food thoroughly. Digestion actually begins in your mouth with enzymes in your saliva. When you chew each bite 20 to 30 times, you're mechanically breaking down food and mixing it with salivary enzymes that begin the digestive process. This reduces the burden on your stomach and makes the entire process more efficient. While chewed food also triggers better satiety signals, helping you feel satisfied with less food and naturally supporting healthy blood sugar levels. Pay attention to the types of foods you're eating as well. Whole unprocessed foods with high fiber content naturally support stable blood sugar levels. Fiber slows down glucose absorption, preventing those rapid spikes we talked about. When you combine proper eating habits, limiting fluids during meals, and choosing nutrient-dense whole foods, you create the optimal environment for blood sugar regulation. Let me address some specific beverages that people commonly consume with meals. Soda and sweetened drinks are absolutely the worst offenders. Not only are you diluting your digestive juices, you're also flooding your system with massive amounts of sugar or artificial sweeteners. This creates an immediate blood sugar crisis. Your body has to deal with the sugar from the beverage plus the food you're eating, often leading to dangerous spikes followed by crashes. Fruit juices aren't much better. Even though they're natural, they're essentially concentrated sugar without the fiber that would normally slow absorption. Drinking juice with a meal compounds the blood sugar problem significantly. Alcohol is another major concern. Not only does it dilute stomach acid, but it also impairs your liver's ability to regulate blood sugar and interferes with insulin function. This is why drinking alcohol with meals, especially carbohydrate-rich meals, can lead to significant blood sugar dysregulation. Even milk and dairy-based drinks can be problematic for many people. Dairy triggers insulin release independent of blood sugar changes due to its amino acid composition. When combined with a meal, especially one containing carbohydrates, this can lead to exaggerated insulin responses and subsequent blood sugar instability. The best choice if you must drink something with your meal is a small amount of room temperature water, herbal tea, or even better, something slightly acidic like water with a small amount of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. These actually support digestion rather than hinder it. The acidity complements your stomach acid rather than diluting it. Now let's talk about the broader implications of what we've discussed. When you optimize your digestion and blood sugar control by limiting fluids during meals, you'll likely notice improvements that extend far beyond just stable energy levels. Many people report better sleep quality because their blood sugar isn't crashing in the middle of the night. You might notice clearer skin because you're reducing inflammation and improving nutrient absorption. Mental clarity often improves dramatically when your brain has a steady supply of glucose rather than dealing with constant spikes and crashes. Weight management becomes significantly easier when your insulin levels are stable. Remember, insulin is a fat storage hormone. When you keep insulin levels steady and moderate, your body can actually access stored fat for energy. This is why people often find that making this one simple change helps them finally lose those stubborn pounds that wouldn't budge despite diet and exercise efforts. Your immune system benefits tremendously as well. Proper stomach acid is your first line of defense against harmful bacteria and parasites. When you maintain strong stomach acid by not diluting it with excessive fluids, you're protecting yourself from foodborne illnesses and supporting overall immune function. Additionally, better nutrient absorption means your immune cells have the vitamins and minerals they need to function optimally. Digestive comfort improves for most people. Less bloating, less gas, less acid reflux. It might seem counterintuitive, but acid reflux is often caused by too little stomach acid rather than too much. When your stomach acid is diluted and weak, food doesn't digest properly and can actually ferment, creating pressure that forces stomach contents back up into your esophagus. By maintaining strong stomach acid and efficient digestion, you reduce these problems significantly. I want to emphasize that these recommendations are particularly important for certain groups of people. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, paying attention to how fluids affect your blood sugar could be absolutely crucial for managing your condition. If you're dealing with metabolic syndrome, insulin resistance, or struggling with weight loss despite your best efforts, this could be the missing piece of the puzzle. Athletes and active individuals need to be strategic about this as well. While hydration is crucial for performance, timing matters. Drink plenty of water between meals and workouts, but be mindful during meals to optimize digestion and nutrient absorption. Your performance depends on efficiently extracting and utilizing nutrients from your food. For those dealing with digestive disorders like irritable bowel syndrome, acid reflux, or chronic bloating, implementing these strategies often brings significant relief. Many people have found that what they thought was a serious digestive disease was actually just poor eating habits, including drinking too much with meals. So there you have it, my friends. A deep dive into why drinking water with your meals might be sabotaging your blood sugar and your health. This is such a simple change that can have profound effects. Start implementing these strategies today. Limit fluids before and during meals, chew your food thoroughly, and wait at least 30 to 60 minutes after eating before drinking larger amounts of water. Pay attention to how you feel. Monitor your energy levels, your cravings, your digestive comfort. I think you're going to be amazed at the difference this makes. Remember, small changes lead to big results when it comes to your health. You have the power to take control of your blood sugar, your energy, and your overall well-being. I believe in you, and I'm here to support you every step of the way on your health journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family who need to hear this information. Leave a comment below and let me know if you're going to try this strategy. I love hearing from you and learning about your experiences. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to Dr. Mandell motivates and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video packed with health information that can change your life. Thank you so much for watching today. Take care of yourself, make empowered choices, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay motivated, and remember your health is your greatest wealth.